My beloved one, listen with the ears of your soul, for I am speaking directly to your heart. I see the depths of your longing, the silent battles you fight, the dreams that shimmer within you, and the burdens you carry. I am the Eternal One, your guiding light, and I have come to declare that something wondrous is on the horizon. A gift beyond your imagining is making its way to you, a blessing that will fill your spirit with unshakable faith, joy that overflows, and love that knows no bounds. Pause now. Breathe deeply. Feel the peace I am pouring into you. This is not a fleeting comfort, not a momentary relief, but a divine assurance that I am here, walking beside you in every step you take. Do not allow doubt to whisper its lies into your mind. Do not let fear take root where my truth has been planted. My promises are unbreakable, a fortress against every storm. When the world around you trembles, know this: I hold the final word. I am your refuge, your healer, and the hand that lifts you from the depths. You have faced trials that threaten to break you, wounds unseen, and battles fought in silence. Yet, my beloved, I tell you now, I am the one who restores. The weight you have carried is not yours to bear alone. Every tear, every whispered prayer, every moment of sorrow has not gone unnoticed. I have seen it all, and I declare freedom over your life. The chains that held you, chains of fear, regret, and sorrow, are crumbling before my power. Open your heart, for a new dawn is rising. I am pouring abundance into your life, not merely in what you can touch, but in what truly matters. My provision will overflow, and through you others will be blessed. As you receive, so shall you give, becoming a vessel of hope, kindness, and love. Stand firm in faith, for I am reshaping every broken place, turning your struggles into strength and your wounds into wisdom. There will be dancing in your soul, songs of praise upon your lips, and a joy so deep it cannot be contained. You have endured, my child. You have walked through darkness, yet refused to surrender to despair. I have seen the moments when others tried to pull you down, when the voices of negativity sought to shake your foundation. But you did not waver. You clung to hope, even when shadows loomed large. Because of this, a new season is unfolding before you. A season of restoration, prosperity, and divine breakthrough. Trust me. Lift your eyes beyond the obstacles, for I am making a way where none seemed possible. Do not be deceived by fleeting illusions. The world may promise security in things that fade, but I alone am your unshakable foundation. Seek me in the quiet moments of dawn, in the weariness of midday, and in the stillness of night. Bring every concern before me, and I will grant you not only what you need, but far more. Gifts that transcend human understanding, the answers you seek, the guidance you long for, the transformation you yearn for. It is all within my hands. You are not alone. Though others may rise against you, though some may try to hinder your journey, do not fear. My protection is upon you. I see the intentions of every heart, and I will silence those who seek to trouble your peace. You are set apart, wrapped in my favor, and no force can undo what I have declared over your life. Walk forward with boldness, for even those who once stood against you will witness the miracles I unfold before you. There is still more, my child. Greater blessings await beyond what you have dared to hope for. Hold fast to your faith, for I am not finished yet. Even in moments of exhaustion, when you feel as though you cannot continue, lean into my love. Let my words be the light that guides you, the comfort that strengthens you. You have poured out your heart to me in silent prayers, and I tell you now, every cry has reached me. My love for you is eternal, unwavering, and beyond human measure. And if this message is touching your heart, if you feel the power of these words speaking life into you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe so you never miss these divine reminders. Because trust me, there is more to come. Do not let the winds of doubt shake you. Stay anchored in me, and you will witness wonders beyond your imagination. Keep moving forward, for your story is still being written, and its ending is one of triumph, joy, and divine fulfillment. The world trembles beneath the weight of its own corruption, but my light has not dimmed. I am still at work, weaving redemption into the fabric of existence. Do not listen to those who say hope is lost, that darkness has won, that humanity is beyond saving. These voices do not speak for me. Their words are hollow, their vision clouded by despair. I, the Lord your God, hold the final word, and I declare that light will always conquer the darkness. Yes, the enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking to instill fear, confusion, and doubt. He whispers lies into the ears of those who are weary, telling them they are forgotten, forsaken, abandoned. But you, my beloved, must not be swayed. Do you not see? I have already equipped you with everything you need. You are not defenseless. You wield the shield of faith, the sword of my spirit, and the unshakable foundation of my word. With these you stand firm, unmoved by the shifting tides of this world. When trials press in on all sides, when storms rage with unrelenting force, when you feel as though you are drowning beneath the weight of your burdens, call upon me. My name is a fortress, a refuge in times of trouble. My voice will pierce through the clamor of chaos, guiding you back to solid ground. You were never meant to walk this path alone. I have gone before you, and I walk beside you still. Perhaps you feel unworthy. Perhaps you think you have made too many mistakes, wandered too far, failed too many times. Hear me now. There is no failure that can separate you from my love. No sin so great that my mercy cannot cover it. No distance so vast that I cannot bridge it in an instant. I am the God who restores. I am the God who redeems. When you come before me with a repentant heart, I do not turn you away. I do not scorn your brokenness. Instead, I take the shattered pieces of your life and I craft something new, something beautiful, something beyond what you ever imagined. You have carried the weight of guilt for too long. You have replayed the moments of your past, whispering, if only I had done this differently. If only I had spoken up. If only I had taken another path. But regret is a thief. It steals the joy of today by chaining you to yesterday. Let go of what has been, for I am doing something new. The door to your past is closed, sealed by my grace. Fix your eyes on what lies ahead. The plans I have for you are not small, not insignificant. They are great, full of purpose, overflowing with abundance. Yet even now, there are those who will scoff, those who will say, where is this promise? Where is this blessing? They look at their circumstances and measure my faithfulness by what their eyes can see. But faith does not rely on sight. My ways are higher, my timing perfect. What seems like delay to you is divine preparation. Do not be deceived into thinking I have forgotten you. Every moment of waiting has purpose. Every season of stillness is a time of growth. Trust in me, and when the appointed time comes, you will see that not a single moment was wasted. There will be those who mock your faith, who call it foolishness, who try to shake the foundation upon which you stand. Do not be intimidated by their words. Do not shrink back in fear. I have called you to stand boldly, to be a beacon of light in a world that desperately needs truth. Do not be afraid to declare my name, to proclaim my goodness, to share the hope that you carry within you. There are hearts waiting to hear, souls longing for the very words you have been given. Speak, my child. Speak without fear, without hesitation, for I will give you the words. You were never created to blend in, to conform, to silence the fire that burns within you. You were made for more. You were made to rise, even in your weakest moments when you feel small and unseen. My power is made perfect in you. What you see as insufficiency, I see as opportunity. When you surrender your limitations to me, I pour out my strength in greater measure. Yes, I see your tears. Yes, I hear your cries. I know the silent battles you fight, the burdens you carry that no one else seems to notice. But know this, every tear you've shed is counted, every prayer you have whispered is heard. Nothing has escaped my sight, and even now I am moving. Even now, I am shifting things in the spiritual realm, orchestrating breakthroughs, aligning circumstances, preparing divine encounters that will change the course of your life. But you must be ready. When the door opens, walk through it with courage. When I call, do not hesitate. Do not let fear keep you bound to what is familiar, for the unfamiliar is where faith is strengthened. The path I lead you on may not always be easy, but it will be worth it. My beloved, listen closely. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are deeply, fiercely, eternally loved. Let that truth settle in your soul. Let it drive out every lie that has told you otherwise. Let it be the fire that fuels your spirit, the anchor that holds you steady, the foundation upon which you build your life. Rise. Walk forward in confidence. Stand firm in my promises. Your greatest days are not behind you. The best is yet to come. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And so I ask you now, do you believe? Do you trust? Will you step out in faith, knowing that I go before you? Your answer is not just in words, but in action. Show me your faith by the steps you take. Show me your trust by the way you live. Stand tall, stand strong, and know heaven is watching, cheering you on. The time of breakthrough is near. Your story is not over. It is only just beginning. But with boundless compassion, I do not see you through the lens of your failures, nor do I define you by your weakest moments. I look upon you with the eyes of a father who cherishes his child, who sees the depths of your soul, and still calls you beloved. You are not a sum of your mistakes. You are not the whispers of shame that try to cling to you. You are not the regrets that echo in the silent hours of the night. No, my child, you are far more than that. You are redeemed. You are chosen. You are mine. So do not let condemnation take root in your heart. Do not let guilt and self-doubt chain you to a past that I have already erased. The scars you bear are not signs of defeat. They are evidence of survival. They are proof that the storms did not break you, that the fire did not consume you. And though you may still feel the weight of past wounds, I am here to lift it from your shoulders. Let me heal you fully and completely. Do not resist my touch out of fear that the process will be painful. I will not harm you. I will not break you further. I will mend you gently with a love so deep, so vast, that no sorrow can withstand its power. Even now, I am breathing new strength into you. I am restoring the places where you have been worn thin. You have fought long and hard. You have pressed on when others would have turned back. I see your weariness, and I say to you, rest. Not the rest of surrender to despair, but the rest that comes from knowing you are held in my hands. A rest that trusts in my timing, in my provision, in my unfailing love. You do not need to strive endlessly to prove your worth. You do not need to exhaust yourself trying to hold everything together. I am the one who holds all things, and I will not let you fall. And yet, my child, I do not only call you to rest, I also call you to rise. For there is still much ahead. The path before you is not without obstacles. But do not let that frighten you. Did I not promise to walk beside you? Did I not assure you that I would make a way where there seemed to be none? When the enemy whispers that you are alone, that you are too weak, too small, too insignificant to make a difference, let my voice drown out the lies. For I have placed within you a fire that cannot be extinguished, a light that cannot be overcome by darkness. So stand, even when your knees shake. Speak, even when fear tries to silence you. Move forward, even when the path is uncertain. I am with you. My strength will uphold you. My wisdom will guide you. My spirit will empower you to do what you never thought possible. Do not look to the left or the right. Do not measure yourself by the standards of this world. Set your eyes on me, and I will lead you to places beyond your imagining. You have asked me for breakthrough. You have pleaded for doors to open, but I ask you now, are you ready for what I have prepared? For I do not only remove barriers, I also prepare hearts. I am shaping you, refining you, so that when the doors swing wide, you will walk through them with confidence, carrying my presence with you. I am teaching you patience, not to delay your blessing, but to prepare you to receive it fully. What I have in store for you is not small, my child. It is not ordinary. It is beyond what you have envisioned, beyond what you have dared to hope for. But you must trust me in the waiting. Do not grow weary. Do not abandon your faith in the in-between moments when the promise seems distant. I am working, even when you cannot see it. There will be those who doubt. There will be those who question the changes they see in you, who resist the transformation I am bringing to your life. Do not let their disbelief shake you. Not everyone will understand the path I have set you on. Not everyone will recognize the work I am doing in you. That is not your burden to carry. Walk boldly in my calling, and leave the opinions of others in my hands. I will defend you. I will validate you. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone. You may feel unqualified. You may look at yourself and see only flaws and shortcomings. But I see what you cannot yet see. I see the warrior within you. I see the strength I have planted deep in your spirit, and I tell you now, you are ready. Even if you do not feel it, even if you do not see it, trust that I do. I do not send my children unprepared. I do not call the equipped, I equip the called. And you, my beloved, are called. So take courage, do not shrink back. Do not let the fear of failure paralyze you. Even if you stumble, I will catch you. Even if you make mistakes, my grace will cover you. Perfection is not what I ask of you. What I desire is your trust, your willingness, your heart surrendered fully to me. And as you step forward, as you embrace the path I have laid before you, know this: you are not stepping into the unknown alone. I am with you in every moment. When you wake in the morning, I am there. When doubt creeps in, I am whispering truth. When trials rise, I am fighting beside you. And when you reach the mountaintop, when you see the fulfillment of all I have promised, I will be there too, rejoicing with you, celebrating every victory, delighting in the story we have written together. So go forth with boldness, walk in confidence. You are not forsaken, you are not forgotten, you are chosen, loved and held in the arms of the Almighty. And nothing will ever change that. You are beginning to understand, my child, that your identity is not rooted in the shifting sands of human opinion or circumstance. It is anchored in me, in the unshakable foundation of my love and truth. The world may try to define you by your past, your mistakes, or even by your successes. But I define you by my grace. You are not your failures, nor are you merely the sum of your achievements. You are mine, and that is enough. In me you find your worth, your calling, your destiny. So let go of the pressure to measure up to earthly standards that fade like the morning mist. Instead, fix your eyes on me, the author and perfecter of your faith. There is a beauty in surrender, in laying down your burdens, and trusting me with the weight you were never meant to carry alone. Some battles were never yours to fight, yet you've held on to them out of fear or pride, believing you had to be strong in your own power. But hear me now. True strength is found in releasing, in trusting that my hands are mightier than your own. I am the God who parts the seas, who moves mountains, who makes a way where there is none. Do you not believe that I can handle what troubles you today? Release it to me. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me replace your anxiety with my peace, your striving with my rest. Even now, I am moving in ways you cannot see. The answers you seek may not arrive in the way you expect, but I promise you this: I am never late, never absent, never unaware of your needs. There are prayers you have whispered in the quiet of your heart, too fragile to speak aloud, and yet I have heard them all. I have gathered each one like precious pearls, storing them in the treasury of my love, and in due time you will see the fruit of your faith. Do not lose heart. Do not let impatience cause you to abandon the process before the promise is fulfilled. I am working all things together for your good, even when the road seems uncertain. Trust me, for I do not fail. You wonder at times if I am still near, if my silence means I have turned away. But I tell you now, even in the silence, I am speaking. Even in the waiting, I am working. Do not mistake my stillness for absence. I am as close as your very breath. My presence surrounds you, even in the moments when you feel alone, when the world grows quiet and the noise of life fades. That is when you will hear me most clearly. Be still, my beloved, and know that I am God. I see the battle waging in your mind, the thoughts that seek to undermine your confidence, the doubts that whisper lies into your heart. But listen to me. You are not made for defeat. You are not created to live under the shadow of fear. I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. When the enemy tries to remind you of your past, remind him of your future. You are destined for victory. You are called to walk in light. The chains that once held you no longer have power over you, unless you give them permission. Rise up, my child. Walk in the authority I have given you. You are a warrior, clothed in my strength, a beacon of my hope to a world in need. And as you walk, do not be afraid to shine. Some will misunderstand you. Others may resist the light in you, because it exposes what they are not ready to face. But do not dim yourself to make others comfortable. I have placed my fire within you for a reason, to illuminate, to purify, to guide. Let my love radiate from your very being, not with arrogance, but with the gentle confidence of one who knows they are deeply loved. Let your kindness be a testament, your compassion a bridge to those still searching for what you have found in me. Do not be surprised when trials come. Do not be shaken when opposition arises. Did I not tell you that in this world you will have trouble? But take heart, I have overcome the world. The storms you face are not here to destroy you, they are here to strengthen you. Every challenge, every hardship, every delay serves a purpose in shaping you into who I created you to be. And when you emerge on the other side, you will see that none of it was in vain. Your faith will be stronger, your spirit will be bolder, your testimony will be a light to others still caught in the storm. Do not let the wounds of yesterday dictate your joy today. Healing is yours, if you will receive it. I am the God who restores, who takes the broken pieces and makes them whole. Nothing is beyond my repair. No scar is too deep for my touch. I will mend what was shattered, redeem what was lost, and breathe life into what seemed hopeless. But healing requires trust. It requires you to lay down the bitterness, the resentment, the pain you have held onto for so long. Give it to me. Let me work in the places you have kept hidden. Let my love seep into the cracks and fill you with a wholeness you never thought possible. And above all, my beloved, know this: you are never alone. Not for a single moment. I walk with you through the fire, stand beside you in the battle, and carry you when you have no strength left to stand. My love for you is unwavering, unshaken, unbreakable. Nothing can separate you from me. Not your fears, not your failures, not even the forces of darkness itself. You are mine and I am yours. So breathe deeply. Let go of the burdens you were never meant to carry. Lift your eyes to the heavens, where your help comes from. Walk boldly in the path I have laid before you, knowing that I go before you, behind you, and beside you. The best is yet to come, my child. You are loved beyond measure, and I am with you always. You will grow more confident in recognizing my voice. Just as a child learns to distinguish their parents' call amidst the noise of a crowd, so too will you come to recognize the unmistakable sound of my guidance. The more time you spend in my presence, the more naturally you will hear me, not as an occasional whisper, but as the steady rhythm of your heart's deepest knowing. Yet, my beloved, I see how easily distractions creep in. The world clamors for your attention, pulling you in 1,000 directions. Worries press in, responsibilities demand your energy, and voices of doubt attempt to drown out my truth. But I remind you, be still, and know that I am God. I am not found in the chaos, nor in the relentless striving. I am found in the quiet surrender of a heart that chooses to rest in me. When your mind feels cluttered, when anxiety grips you, retreat into the sanctuary of my presence. Let my peace wash over you like a river, soothing the turmoil within. Do not be afraid to lay down your burdens, for I am strong enough to carry them. You do not have to figure out everything on your own. You do not have to have all the answers. Trust that I am already at work, in ways beyond your understanding. Even in seasons where my voice seems distant, know that I have not abandoned you. The teacher is often silent during the test, but that does not mean I am absent. Some of your greatest growth happens in the quiet, when faith is stretched, when patience is refined, when perseverance is tested. Do not mistake silence for absence. I am closer than you think, orchestrating things for your good. Have you noticed how a seed, once planted, disappears beneath the soil? At first, nothing seems to be happening. The ground looks barren, but beneath the surface, unseen by the eye, life is stirring. Roots are reaching deeper, preparing for the moment when new growth will break through. So it is with you. The work I am doing in your life may not always be visible, but trust that something beautiful is growing. At the appointed time, it will blossom. Do not let impatience rob you of the joy of the journey. Many long for the harvest, without embracing the season of growth. But I remind you, every stage has its purpose. There is wisdom in the waiting, strength forged in the struggle, and beauty found in the unfolding. If you could see what I see, you would rejoice in what I am preparing. I have not called you to run another's race, nor to measure your progress by the pace of those around you. Comparison is a thief of joy. It distorts your vision and blinds you to the blessings I have placed in your life. Keep your eyes on me, walk the path I have laid before you, and trust that it is leading somewhere far greater than you can imagine. The enemy delights in planting seeds of doubt, whispering lies that you are not enough, that you have failed too many times, that your past disqualifies you. But hear me, my child. I do not define you by your failures. I do not hold your past against you. I define you by my love. My grace covers every mistake, my mercy renews every morning, and my plans for you are still unfolding. Let go of the chains of regret. Release yourself from the weight of shame. I have already paid the price to set you free. Do not live as though you are still bound. Lift your head, walk forward in confidence, and embrace the new thing I am doing in your life. And as you walk, let love be your guiding light. Love is not just a feeling, it is an action, a choice, a way of life. Love the unlovable, forgive the unforgivable, extend grace where it is undeserved. This is the mark of my children, not that they are perfect, but that they love as I have loved them. You will be tested in this. There will be moments when anger rises, when wounds feel too deep, when forgiveness seems impossible. But in those moments, remember that love is stronger than hatred, and grace has more power than resentment. When you choose love, you choose freedom, you choose joy, you choose me. Be a light in the darkness. The world is heavy with pain, with brokenness, with division. But I have called you to be different, to be a reflection of my heart. Let your words bring healing, not harm. Let your actions restore, not destroy. Let your presence be a place where others encounter my peace. And in all things, remember, you are not alone. You never have been. You never will be. No matter what comes, I am with you. My presence goes before you. My hand upholds you, and my love surrounds you. You are cherished beyond measure, held in the embrace of an everlasting love. So take courage, my beloved. Walk boldly in faith. Live with expectancy. Trust that I am working all things for your good. And never forget, your story is far from over. The best is yet to come, my beloved. Do not let the weight of tomorrow steal the joy of today. You were never meant to carry burdens beyond this moment. Trust me with the unseen, the unanswered, the unresolved. I am the author of time, the keeper of eternity, and I hold all things in my hands. Worry is a thief, robbing you of the peace I freely give. Release it, lay it at my feet. Your striving cannot add a single moment to your life, but your trust in me will bring you rest that cannot be shaken. I see how the world entices you with fleeting security, with promises that fail, with assurances that crumble when the storm comes. But I call you to build upon a foundation that is immovable, unshakable, eternal. Do not anchor your soul to wealth that fades, to applause that is fickle, or to accomplishments that will be forgotten by time. Anchor yourself in me. When the waves rise and the winds howl, you will not be swept away. For my hands hold you fast. I hear the silent cries of your heart, those whispers of doubt, the questions you do not dare to voice. You wonder if I see, if I care, if I am near. My child, I am closer than your breath. Every tear you have shed, I have caught. Every sleepless night, I have watched over you. When you felt abandoned, I stood by your side. When you thought no one understood, I knew the depths of your pain. You are never unseen, never forgotten. You are cherished beyond measure. There will be moments when darkness presses in, when you question whether you have the strength to endure. In those moments, remember, you do not stand alone. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel unworthy, my grace covers you. When you feel incapable, my spirit empowers you. When you feel unloved, my embrace is waiting. Come as you are, without pretense, without fear. I will not turn you away. Do not allow past failures to define you. The enemy delights in reminding you of your mistakes, in keeping you chained to regret. But I have declared you free. I have called you by name, and you belong to me. Your past is covered, your present is secure, and your future is filled with my promises. Walk forward with confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you walk with the one who does. I know the battles you fight, the temptations that pull at you, the weariness that threatens to consume you. But I have given you everything you need to stand firm. My word is a sword in your hands, my spirit a fire within you, my peace a shield around you. Do not retreat in fear, but advance in faith. You are not defeated, you are not overcome. The victory has already been won. Let your love be genuine, your forgiveness complete, your compassion unwavering. The world will know you are mine by the way you love, not by your words alone, but by the way you serve, the way you extend mercy, the way you choose kindness when others choose anger. Love as I have loved you, sacrificially, abundantly, without conditions. There will be times when standing for truth costs you, when you feel the sting of rejection, the pain of betrayal, the weight of isolation. Remember, I too was rejected, I too was betrayed, and yet I pressed on, because the joy set before me was greater than the suffering I endured. So it is with you, my beloved. What lies ahead is greater than anything you leave behind. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest. If you do not give up, lift your head. The road may be long, but I walk with you. The night may seem endless, but morning is coming. The struggles you face are not the end of your story. Hold fast to me, trust in my timing, rest in my love. I have never failed you, and I never will. Now go forward, clothed in my grace. Strengthened by my spirit, filled with my peace, be bold, be steadfast, be radiant with my light. The best is yet to come. I am with you always. Amen.